KCTK Radio proudly presents the Week Review. KCTK Radio proudly presents the Week Review.
Hey, you know what, guys? This right here, this rambling, boring conversation containing already made before observations, this could be a podcast.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Really? A podcast? Don't you have to be some sort of whiz kid to do those?
Definitely not. Anyone with a computer can make one.
Well, that's it. We're anyone. Let's do a podcast from right here in the booth. Who's in?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Is it happening? Are we doing it now?
Awesome.
You're the reason that we do what we do. Music and talk, it's all for you. Now the guys who are lots of fun for making you laugh, they're number one. They review the week just for you. So get ready for Paul and Drew. Welcome to KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew and Jack all up in your face. Join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We dare you.
Welcome to KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew, starring Jack is all up in his face. In his own face. I'm Paul, that's Drew. This is a show where we talk about things from last week and the things that may happen next week, and yes, it's very weak. It's known as the show where non-interesting people never try to act interesting, and the other show where everything's made up and the points don't matter. You can join the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We welcome your participation. We broadcast live every Thursday night, 7 p.m. You can listen to us online at kctkradio.com, or you can watch on Facebook Live on our page, KCTK Radio page. But it's easier to use the KCTK Radio smartphone app. If you don't have it, download it right now in your smartphone app store. It's free. Also, you can watch all the past adventures on YouTube at the KCTK Radio channel whenever you want. But that's not all. This program is offered as a podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, SoundCloud, Podbeam, iHeartRadio, CastBox, Himalaya, Pandora, Overcast, Stitcher, Instagram. Even ask Alexa to play KCTK Radio on Apple Podcasts or anywhere you get your favorite podcasts. Yay! And welcome everyone to the show. Another fun Thursday evening where we get together. We get together. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And say what's going on. Last week we didn't have a show. I wish I had a good excuse for that one. I really don't. But my wife was out of town. Is that a good enough excuse? Anyway, we didn't have a show, but we're glad to be back because I get to do what I love to do. I love to say, here's the man of the hour, the guy that makes it all happen. Here is the Droosh.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Droosh, a.k.a. Junkie, a.k.a. Crunky.
Yeah.
Getting the rhymes
Hey, how do
in.
you spell junkie?
Junkie.
Okay, I spelled it with a Y
Uh-huh.
the other day to a friend. I texted to him, and they act like I was like grammar police came after me.
You should talk to my friends. They're grammar police.
I think you are a junkie if you know how to spell junkie correctly.
Oh. So now I'm a junkie.
Yes. No, not now you're a junkie. You're a junkie. And other people, they can disguise it in,
Listen.
chocolate cake or brownies or whatever, but they're junkies.
Scheiße.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Headphones wrapped around your chair.
Okay, this is exactly what Tracy went through last night, and she blamed it on you. She blamed it on you, yeah. You ever had this headphones last time? That's my
I
imitation.
wrap it around right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Put it right here.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't involve that.
Yeah, you know
I'm a problem solver.
You know how to handle your
My microphone.
your mic, so
I know
we
how to handle.
appreciate that.
I know how to handle my dick.
Yeah, what? Okay.
What?
Hey, today is July 1st, 2021, and we're excited.
I'm not.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, you are excited because
Am I?
Because yeah, of course you are. Because we have some brand new programs that are starting KCTK Radio.
What? Holla!
Here they are, folks. We have Man Shopping with Stacy Weimer.
Love it.
That's going to be at 9 a.m.
Man shopping. So what's
Sunday
that
and Saturday. It's her adventures. It's a podcast. Local Kansas City person, Stacy Weimer. She just talks about being on dating apps and trying to date in, in her early 40s. I listened to it, and she's very engaging, and it's exactly opposite of me because I've been married for 29 years. I'm not attractive, smart, or anything like that, and she tells of her adventures.
It's funny whenever people ask me, like, have you ever used Tinder before? And I was like, no, I've been in a relationship for like 13 years. So
yeah.
No,
So
I've never
but
used
she
a dating
talks about
app or any
she
of that.
talks about that stuff. I can't relate with it, but she's very fun to
That
listen
sounds interesting.
to. We have a brand new podcast called "I Have a History Question." I've told you about this.
Yeah, I was curious about this one.
Historian Sonia Nizami.
I love it.
The first question was, maybe I even mentioned this before because we recorded it.
Is it the Sonia that works up at the store?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love her.
Up at the historian store.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the first one's a very basic one we've recorded so far is why are we called Kansas City, Missouri?
Oh, okay.
So I think we talked about that before, but it starts.
Does it have to do with Quantrell?
That's the next episode. You're going to talk about the rivalry between Missouri and Kansas and
Nice.
Quantrell. This is cool. Sean, he has an alter ego. I'll let you figure out who it is when you listen. Counterclockwise KC, 7 p.m. Sunday night and Saturday night. These guys do a podcast and they talk about Kansas City breweries and Kansas City rock and roll music.
I like it.
So
I
that's
like it.
cool.
That is cool.
So that's a lot of
That's gonna
fun.
be neat.
And we have our regular shows. We have this is going at 1:00 on weekdays. The Power of Investing in People with Shay Sparks. Shay I met through improv comedy. She's on our improv team, but she does an inspirational kind of not really inspirational, more it's inspirational, but it's business focused type program, and that's at 1:00 every day.
Gotcha.
Weekdays. We will be having the Elizabeth Show with a singer-songwriter Elizabeth Bennett. She'll air on 5:00 Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Very nice.
The Best of the Big Dumb Fun Show will continue to be Tuesday evening and Friday evening at 8:00. You know about the Big Dumb Fun Show.
Of course I know about the Big Dumb
They're
Fun Show.
Kansas City legends.
We're like the opposite of the Big Dumb. We're just dumb.
And I think we're all three of them, but yeah, they've been around for a long time. They play a lot of unsigned Kansas City artists, so that is so much fun.
That's cool.
We got of course the Health Detective every other week. We have Generations Unite once a month. We have Tracy's Tips and Dips live every month. We have Let's Eat KC live every month from the Lakewood Pub is what I'm talking about for those guys. And it's a lot of good Kansas City based programs
I like
here.
it.
Of course, we continue with John and Heidi in the morning, the KC Morning Show with my man Hartzell. He's the guy. Hartzell, he does this podcast. It's a morning show, but it's a podcast. We play it at 9:00 every morning. He's the voice of Sporting KC or the Kansas City Monarchs. If you go out there and listen to him, when they introduce the players, it's him.
That's cool.
And he talks about stuff that's going on and things that an old-time morning show would do in Kansas City. I'm trying to think of on the weekends we still have during the week, let's go back to that. We still play Past Week, Next Week. We record that live at 10:00 on Sunday and then play it every day at 10:00 during the week. Tracy's Tips and Dips is rebroadcast at 11:30 every day. Let's Eat KC is broadcast at 2 p.m. every weekday. And of course, that's right, the Week Review, 3:30 every Monday through Friday.
Love it.
Now, we record it live Thursday. We say that at the beginning of the show, but you can always listen because this happens a lot. People they're laughing. They're laughing so hard. What did Drew just say? He just added another funny one.
I remember there was a guy, he broke his ribs. He was laughing so hard.
Wow. Paul tagged that line. I didn't hear it all. Boy, these guys are funny. Wow. I need to listen to it again.
Yeah.
Now, you can go to the app and listen to it immediately, or you can just listen to KCTK live there too.
Love it.
And then we have, I think this is a lot of fun, on Saturday, do a little bit different. Do you know about the One Nostalgia Weekend show? Sure you do. It plays old radio shows like Superman, like The Lone Ranger, and that's every day, every Saturday at 10 a.m. So old radio
they
programs.
changed it then.
What?
I used to hear on the radio every Wednesday they have a play on the radio. And one of my favorite ones was Halloween, and they played War of the Worlds with the cast of Star Trek.
That's cool.
It was pretty awesome.
That's what One Nostalgia Weekend actually plays, the original broadcast of these old-time radio shows.
That's awesome.
So that's cool.
That's
and
pretty
then
cool.
I love the show. I don't know how much play we're getting out of this. It's called the Saturday Throwback Show with Chris. Chris is the legendary DJ from Heat FM. He does a throwback show, like he'll have a theme of the 70s, and he'll have a theme of the 80s. And he'll get on his
Is this
radio
Chris
station.
Harvey?
No, his name's I don't have his last name here with me, but he's from New York.
Oh, okay.
And so he does a show in the morning, and then he sends it to different stations, and then like we played at 2:00.
Oh, okay.
On Saturday and Sunday.
What about Curtis? Did you add Curtis in the lineup?
No, but I did see on Twitter that he's back.
Oh, wow.
He's been gone.
Hello.
He's been gone for 6 months.
And welcome to the show.
And one other thing, the Groove Line is at 5 p.m. every Sunday and Saturday. That is some old 70s dance music type stuff. So the whole idea is that on Saturday at 2:00 when you're sitting by the pool, you got some good, fun music to listen to all afternoon long.
God damn. That's a lot of stuff.
That was good. Yeah. So I didn't mean to go into it this deep, but it's exciting right here. Also,
That's called housekeeping, what you just
yeah,
did there.
one other thing. We just put a listener survey up on our page.
Oh, my God.
So go in there and give us your thoughts on that.
Everybody go out there. I want to get 5 stars. And if you give me more than 1 million 5 stars, you'll get a gift certificate and a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did read one of the comments was, we love listening to the week review because we don't have to look at Drew.
That's fair.
So that
Which is weird because I'm a gorgeous specimen, and I feel like maybe people should look at
for
me.
a junkie. For a junkie.
I don't scab. I'm
Yeah.
one of those guys.
The other thing, I'll finally be done, is Good News, the Good Newspaper. It's coming out again on Monday.
Yep.
The first Monday of the month, we send it to our email listeners. And we have an original cartoon in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's called The Adorable Ones. And that's what Drew writes.
That's right.
Or what do you say? You write
I
it?
draw. I illustrate it. You write it.
Yeah.
It's a collaboration.
Yeah. And then we're in talks to do a week review comic book.
Yeah.
Or more, would you call it more of a graphic novel?
I would call it probably a comic book.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure I enunciate comic.
Back in the day, you would take a book and they would write a television or movie about it, but now you need a comic book.
Yeah.
So, if you have any questions about comic books or anything like that, give us a call at 913-735-0060. We welcome your questions there. With that said, what's going on with you, Drew? I've been talking a lot. Come on,
You're good,
already.
man. I think that I have a new goal right now. So right now we're getting ready at my job. We're getting ready to move buildings, and there's a possibility of moving up in this company, and because they want to grow it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, I find myself. I got a fire lit on my ass, I guess, this week. So like, nothing bad or anything. It's just like, now I kind of want to work towards, because now I've seen somebody that works in the back with me, and she actually moved on to be a graphic designer, and I now know that that's a possibility for me as well if I just keep plugging away.
Pull up your pants, take off the bra, and be a man.
That's kind of what you told yourself, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like one of those. Weird. So the sound went out on one of the earphones.
You did?
I can hear here,
Okay.
but I can't hear.
Okay.
So maybe it's dying. Just letting you know, your earphones.
It's probably just not plugged in right with the.
Oh no, it's coming in and out. It's just, it's probably old. Oh, okay.
Did that help?
Yeah, that actually did. Weird. That was just weird. I've had headphones fitted to me so many times.
I don't want to talk about other shows, but it was just what a mess. This. I mean, there's apple cider, hard apple cider everywhere. Morning Paul had to clean up everything in the studio.
Very nice.
And
I'm ready for this party.
Tell us about this party.
So,
you're talking about the big KCTK Radio July 4th celebration.
That's right.
At the KCTK complex.
That's right. We're going to have all stars there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not all. There's definitely going to be me and Paul, for sure. Drunk Droosh.
Yeah.
Maybe. I might not get as drunk as everybody did last year. Because
I think we're starting at 2:00.
Yeah.
Is that right? Come by. You can see. You can even meet Gilly.
we are going to chug.
You can meet Gilly, the official mascot KCTK Radio. Get your picture taken with her.
Yeah. You might also get to meet Mac.
We're hoping Mac will make it. Knowing him, he'll probably go on a very expensive
cruise
or vacation without it.
Probably Mexico.
Chris Harvey's invited. Chris Whiting is invited, so hopefully he'll show up.
Yeah.
All other new people have been invited, but a lot, as you can tell, they're important people. I don't know if they're going to be here. Forgot to tell Tracy. Damn. Oh well. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Sounds great.
Yeah, and you're going to be there.
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
And so's Quinn.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Nope. Quinn will be there.
Quinn. Now, Quinn is... Now, we haven't even checked in about Quinn for a while.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering right, Quinn is one of your daughters, right?
My only daughter.
Okay. She's got to be about 14 or 15 now. How old is she?
She'll be 3 this month.
3. Gotcha. Okay.
Actually, 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. Okay.
I think 2 weeks.
What type of college plans does she start doing?
Nothing at the moment. Nothing that goes past Coco Melon.
Okay.
Which, by the way, is the devil show.
Really?
It's the devil.
Did I see a...
Yeah, there's an invitation of it. Yeah, that's going to be the theme.
The theme...
The theme is fucking Coco Melon.
Wow. So tell me what is... I don't know what Coco Melon is.
Okay, so Coco Melon is basically a cartoon that does nursery rhymes and teaches kids, like, go to the potty. This is how you throw a ball, or, playing catch with dad kind of shit.
Do you think we can get them on KCTK?
No, you don't want them on KCTK.
Why?
Just because. You don't want that shit.
Yeah,
By the way, when are we going to have more singers here? Because I can't wait to pull another Simon Cowell.
We can do that maybe next time.
Oh, okay.
This time we're going to talk about radio secrets and how we compare with other radio stations.
I like it.
Since I started that.
We're
thing,
never going to be as good as the legendary Phil Henry.
No.
And we're going to try. But I don't
Right.
think we're ever going to succeed.
We're never going to be as good as Phil Henry or Jesus.
I don't know. That's putting it pretty mild. I mean, one's a con man and one's a legendary podcaster. So, I mean, there's a lot of things balancing there.
Please take that back. Please take it back.
All right, I'm sorry. He's not a cult member, cult leader. Phil Henry's not a cult leader. I take it back.
Here's news of the Droosh, everybody.
I have lost Paul by insulting Jesus.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that could happen.
I'm all good with you insulting religion. Or people,
it's a joke. I swear to God, it's a joke.
Who claim
I swear to God.
claim to be Christians and not following it, but
not
Jesus himself.
I promise.
They murdered him.
It's all right, man.
Okay.
He's a victim. I get it.
Yeah, because they murdered him.
I mean, I've seen the movie. They murder him.
You gotta read the book. That's what you did.
I took Sunday school.
Yeah.
So missing pet dog returns home in the middle of the night and presses the family's doorbell. You love a good dog story.
What?
Yeah. So, a couple in South Carolina worried about their lost dog and were surprised when their doorbell rang in the middle of the night. They were even more shocked when it turned out that their beloved pet had not only returned home, but had also figured out how to use the electronic device. How awesome is this dog, man?
Wow.
Like, that. Not only has this dog been lost, but he knows how to use the fucking doorbell and came home.
Wait a minute. Like, my doorbell's up.
You have a little dog. This is a big dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, Mary Lynn and her husband Ryan say that their dog, Raja, got spooked by fireworks and escaped from their backyard in Greenville, Southwest. In Greenville, which is in South Carolina. Sorry. Southwest News Service reports for 7 hours the worried couple searched for the dog but could not find her. Then around 3 in the morning, Raja walked up the house.
What kind of dog again was it?
From what it looks like, she's a it looks like a bird dog.
Put that back in the camera. That's so cute.
Type of bird dog. Yeah. She's on the camera.
Yeah.
I have another picture. There's another picture of her actually ringing the doorbell. Like, this is her all up close to the camera. That's adorable. That's adorable. And then, see, this is a fun story. Look how pretty. Look, that's a pretty dog, though. It looks like some kind of hunting dog. Smart as a whip, man. Being able to use the doorbell and came home. Like, that's awesome.
Wow.
You know how many people have these types of stories and wish that would happen to them about their dog?
So, if you're at home and you're at the doorbell,
yeah,
you went to the door and there's your dog,
yeah,
you would think, who dropped my dog off?
Right, I would think that, but they have a camera.
Right.
So,
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Let's look at the camera and see who dropped her off.
Yeah, who brought her
No one
home?
did. It was her.
Yeah.
Wow.
That dog would get a steak.
So, why was she gone again in the first place?
Oh, she got spooked because of fireworks.
Okay.
So she escaped.
Now, my dog gets spooked because of the fireworks.
yeah,
And
so does mine.
I invite who's ever doing the fireworks in my neighborhood, starting at like 5 p.m. weeks before, to come visit to my house. I'd like to talk to you about a couple things. And I would like for you to come down here to this back room.
Wait, has this been happening to you too?
Yes.
Dude, what is that shit about?
I don't know.
It's been started since Monday.
I know.
Like, what the fuck?
It's irritating to me.
Till 11 o'clock in the morning. I mean, 11 o'clock at night. Like, what the fuck?
I don't get it. And what I think is, okay, Paul, you used to be a 14-year-old boy. Did you do that stuff? I never did.
No, because my dad would beat my ass. You
Yes.
do it on 4th of July. You don't get
Right.
to shoot fireworks the day before or the day after. You do it
Or a week
on
before.
or a week before.
Yeah.
No. But last night, my neighbors decided to shoot off a bunch of shit. Woke my wife up from her slumber. I was worried they're going to wake Quinn up. I was like, what the fuck? You can see them through my window in my bedroom. They're out there just shooting it off. I'm like, as a family. And I was like, I appreciate that, but it isn't even 4th of July yet.
And I'm not talking about dumb stuff like your wife and your daughter. I'm talking about my dog is upset.
Yeah, no,
I
my
mean,
dog-
this is important.
Yeah, my dogs were getting upset too. But you don't have kids that live with you, so you're good.
What are you saying? They moved because they don't like me or something?
No, they moved because they're spooked by fireworks, so you're good.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, that's a good story, and I think you're going to love this story too.
Awesome. See, I decided to take the news of the Jerusalem a different route for the first one. The second one will be a little bit darker, but this one's a nice little palate cleanser from what I usually do. Because apparently Keith thinks I'm a psychopath.
Well, Keith is wise. Keith kind of knows what he's talking about.
I mean, he's not wrong. He should just watch himself.
No.
Right behind you, Keith. Right behind you. What
The
is it?
space economy is going to grow from around approaching $1.1 to a base case of approaching $1.1 trillion by 2040.
Dude, I'm Adam Jonas. I approve this fucking
I'm Adam Jonas. We are Morgan Stanley.
You're in zero gravity for 4 minutes. You come back down.
Where am I?
We land gently on the desert surface. We open the hatch and you step outside. What's the first thing you say?
I will say, honey, that was the best thing that ever happened to me.
This 82-year-old woman will fly into space with Jeff Bezos. Let's hear the story, shall we?
What the fuck? How do you I want to go to space. I want to go see some shit.
New York, CNN Business. After a half-century of waiting, Wally Funk, who trained for NASA's Mercury program but was denied the opportunity to go to space, is finally getting her time amongst the stars. She's been selected by the world's richest man, Jeff Bezos, to accompany him, his brother, and an as-yet unknown auction winner on a suborbital trip on July 20th.
Really?
Blue Origin announced Thursday that the 82-year-old will take the 4th spot on the inaugural...
July 20th is 19 days away from right now, and they're still going to do this. And they're going to make this old woman go with them?
She's been selected by the world's richest man, Jeff Bezos, to accompany him, his brother. The 13 women in the program undertook all of the training and testing that the 7 men selected by NASA for the Mercury spaceflight program undertook. Funk became the youngest woman to graduate from the program, and she was told she had done better and completed the work faster than any of the guys, she said during a promotional video about her participation in the Blue Origin flight. Funk even spent 10 hours and 35 minutes inside a sensory deprivation tank in one Mercury 13 test, outperforming famed astronaut John Glenn.
Wow.
I got a hold of NASA 4 times, and said, I want to become an astronaut, but nobody would take me, Funk said. I didn't think I would ever get to go up. Nothing has ever gotten in my way. They say, Wally.
Now see, they should have picked whoever the best person was at the time. But we weren't as woke.
Is real.
We weren't as woke as we are now. But now they're going to make this old lady go up there. I'd say, hey Jeff, can I borrow a couple bucks? I mean, would you do this?
Fuck yeah.
You would?
Yeah. Because if I'm 82 and I die while going up there, like the minute I see space or whatever and I die, I'm cool with that.
Okay. So here's kind of a sick question for you. I'm sure everything will be fine. He's the richest man in the world. But kind of maybe things would be better if it blows up.
No.
It wouldn't be?
Because that'll discourage space travel just like it did with SpaceX.
Okay. All right.
Because that's a problem. We need to be focusing on that
I use
shit.
Amazon stuff all the time. I think he's very innovative. I just wish I just want him to pay his workers more. That's all I want.
I agree.
And I don't want him to spend his damn money so this old woman can go up there.
I also want his ex-wife's phone number.
She's already getting married. Did you hear that?
Damn it! And we were so close.
Yeah.
You're so close.
Yeah.
I thought Mac was gonna hook that up for us.
Yeah, she was going to be...
Remember, we had it all worked out.
So you're all for the Wally Funk, which...
I mean, she's fulfilling a dream.
That's a guy's name. Come on.
I totally agree. I don't know why her parents did that to her. But, I mean, they're fulfilling an old lady's dream. It's sweet. And I think that if he... I don't understand why the whole little staff that I'm looking at is all white, though.
Yeah.
That's not very woke.
I guess it just shows...
Whatever.
I guess it just shows if they go up there and come down, it will show it's safe and other people will.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you've noticed this, but the whole planet's going through a heat wave.
Yeah.
And it's not a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Wow.
We probably should find another planet to fuck up.
Yeah.
Because we're already doing it.
I heard an investor guy on a podcast the other day that which space exploration company did he recommend to invest in, you think? What do you think?
Oh, man. I kind of like Tesla's ideas.
Tesla? You mean...
The guy that blew up SpaceX?
That's right.
Yeah.
SpaceX is what they say. Say that this is probably second. This Virgin, something Branson. What's Branson's name?
Oh,
Kenneth.
Are you talking about Virgin Mobile?
Yeah, it's and he used to own Virgin Airline.
Yeah. I don't remember his name though.
Branson's his last name. I can't remember. They say it's third. You didn't even mess with it.
Oh wow.
There's another one too, isn't there?
Well, now Amazon.
Yeah. there's
NASA.
Yeah, but they're gone. I heard since Bill Cosby's out of prison, he's going to use a lot of his money.
Oh, he is he?
Mm-hmm. What they're going to do is they're going to give people drinks, and then you pass out for a
I
while.
still can't believe that they
And
let
then,
that motherfucker out on a technicality.
Yeah.
It's insane how you can find loopholes in every law.
No.
Or whatever the hell it was.
No, here's what happened, because I listened to it, and the prosecutor messed up.
Okay. Was it not the actual prosecutor that prosecuted him?
It was the prosecutor that prosecuted it.
Oh, okay.
And
because I thought there was like two prosecutors or something.
If we had an attorney, any attorneys who know more about this, give me a call at 913-735-0060. But, folks, if we want, I'm not going to get into this, but I'm going to tell you this. If we want our judicial system to be fair, we can't allow prosecutors to screw up.
I agree.
And when
There's
they
plenty of evidence of
and when
all
they
that
do, we need to keep them accountable. The bad part of our system is that Cosby caught him because he's rich and he had enough appeals.
Oh, we got a phone call.
Yeah. Hi, caller. Caller number 1.
Yes, I'd like to get phone calls when I'm a so-called legal expert. Usually Fox 4 calls me, but I just got a phone call to call in to talk to you guys about something.
Whoa, is this Fox 4's legal expert?
It is.
Wow.
That's me.
It's nice to have you here.
You bet.
Do you know anything about the Cosby verdict?
I do.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, thanks for calling. Oh, wait, tell us about it.
So Mr. Cosby was being prosecuted.
He's a doctor.
No, that's Dr. Huxtable.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But actually, it all stems back to the first civil case.
Mm-hmm.
And the prosecutor at that time told Dr. Cosby that if you would give a statement to what happened in their civil case, I will not prosecute you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so Bill Cosby went ahead and did that. Well, that prosecutor later left. They found new evidence.
He lost the election, too.
Yep. And the new prosecutor found new evidence and then charged him. And what he did in trial, he talked about the new evidence, but then he also talked about the old evidence.
That's right.
Where
Wow.
Cosby was led to believe it would not be used against him, and he did.
Yeah.
So there's enough blame to go around for both of the prosecutors in the misconduct.
Mm-hmm.
It goes to show you that the power of the prosecution. Are you trying to sleep, Drush? Am I keeping you up?
No, I'm listening.
Okay.
Sorry, my eye
It
itches.
goes to show that the power of the state to prosecute you and take someone's life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is strong. And you must have people there with good morals and ethics. And that guy had him dead to rights, but he had to get cute and start talking about what he had said before that they promised he wouldn't be charged on.
Well, if he wasn't such a monster, many people would be like, "See, that prosecutor messed up. He's accountable now." But it's hard to do that with such a creep like Cosby,
It's
and
like-
also the fact that I mean, tell me if you agree with this, or if you think I'm just crazy. They found this because Cosby could appeal. He could afford to appeal and went on forward. So the more money he had, the more access to justice he had.
I would agree to that. Now, the public defender system, you can get an appeal off cases also. So he had the right to appeal, and probably had an attorney even if he was indigent. But he wasn't getting the best attorneys that pushed this forward, for sure.
Yeah.
It's like OJ. He fucking did it.
Yeah. Now, the question, I'm on Fox News quite a bit, so I have some conservative friends, too. The question that was poised to me today is, how will the left take Dr. Cosby now? Will they say he's a monster for the things and the crimes he committed on women, or will they say he's another black man that's been routed by the system, not treated fairly? I thought it was an interesting thing. Of course, it only comes from a right-wing person to say that, but it is an interesting comment of the times.
Well, I would say the same thing to a right-wing person. Are they going to say the prosecutor had a right to do something wrong, or are they tough on law and order?
True.
You know?
True.
So it gets us all where we live, and the idea is, if you ask me as a liberal, not a leftist or a wokeist, but a liberal, I think both is right.
You're right.
I think they had misconduct, and also I think he's a monster.
Yeah.
You can't have both. I believe it. You can have both.
Well, that's
both opinions.
That's a problem. We need to have a podcast about this. Actually, this is kind of what our podcast is about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just think about things and don't just, it's not just one side all the time.
It's like
or
people
it never is.
It's like people getting upset about the littlest things.
Yeah. I'm glad I never get upset.
Yeah.
Life's not black and white.
Nope.
There's a lot of gray areas.
Thank you.
Too many gray areas.
Can we write that down?
Now, I've got another comment I was going to call in, another issue I want to call in and talk to you guys about.
Okay, we want to hear it.
Okay. And it's going to be really kind of a favorite one of the Droosh, because I guess I'll ask him to. Droosh, who's your favorite DC superhero?
Batman.
Oh, really?
Huh.
That surprises me.
Why?
Because you wear a shirt every day.
Okay, well, my second favorite's Flash.
Okay, Flash.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I mean,
you
Deadpool.
watch the Flash television show?
I stopped watching it when the formula for each season seemed to be who's holding the stupid stick.
Oh, okay. Paul?
Yeah, I did watch it. I watched the one that just was this week today.
Now, Superman and Lois, that's pretty good.
Hey, off-topic guy.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Did you notice anything interesting about the last two episodes geographically, Paul?
Geographically? No.
Okay. Well, let me ask you a couple questions then.
Okay.
Where is Metropolis located?
Okay.
I always thought it was Chicago.
Metropolis is New York City.
Correct.
Well, I thought Gotham was New York.
Well, Gotham is also New York.
Gotham is also New York too.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're wrong about that. So Paul, you won that one.
Yeah.
Drew, you're wrong.
And then
So,
Central
yeah.
City's Kansas City.
Where's Smallville?
Smallville is Topeka, maybe Dodge City, somewhere in Kansas like that. Probably Topeka.
Drew?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a specific town you can associate Small with, but we know it's in Kansas,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. Leavenworth.
Could be Leavenworth, could be anywhere. Okay. Star City.
Star City, I would consider that Colorado, somewhere in Colorado.
Star City is Seattle.
Oh, okay. All right. No, that's, yeah, okay.
That's my
Star
guess.
City is Seattle,
Okay.
or could even be a Vancouverish, but it's still United States.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, finally, back to the Flash. Where is Central City?
Kansas City.
Central City is Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you say, Paul?
Yep.
Drew?
Yeah, that's why I've
Okay,
always...
why do you say that?
I remember...
Back up your opinion.
You want my opinion? Is that
No,
what you're saying?
back up your opinion. Why do you think it's Kansas City?
I remember watching a thing with Kevin Smith on Comic Book Men, and they talked about that.
Okay, they don't know shit. Here's why. Okay.
He's a fucking comic book nerd.
It's
Comic
central.
book
It's
nerd.
central to your future. No, it's central to the country. Okay. And across the river is a city called Keystone City. Did you know that?
Yes.
This is Kansas City and Kansas City, Kansas.
Yep.
Kansas City,
okay.
Kansas City, Kansas.
And that's what you kind of just assume, you
Yes.
know, because
Uh-huh.
it makes sense. Central City, central to the middle of the United States.
And central to your future.
Keystone City,
Warrensburg.
Kansas City, Central City. Now, what's been interesting, the last two episodes of Flash.
Mm-hmm.
A brief little thing, if you're not watching, one of the episode before, they were following this metahuman, and they were able to track the metahuman where they were going. And they showed that, there was Metropolis, and the map showed Metropolis was New York.
Okay.
And, they went to Chicago. And, they're going to Central City. And Central City on the map was right where Kansas City was.
Nice.
That's
I
awesome.
find that interesting.
So now it's proven.
No,
Yeah.
Now, then also, if you look at when they show the Central City Police Department,
Okay.
it looks very, very similar to the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the building, the
The
headquarters?
building itself. The
Okay.
building
Oh,
itself.
wow.
And so finally, last night on the show, Captain West,
Okay.
he was working with the new captain lady,
Yeah.
and they're searching for somebody and like the property they have, and he's in the police department,
Mm-hmm.
and he sits down at a computer and starts looking up this guy, and the camera goes to the computer. The computer says, Missouri Information System.
Ooh.
That's
How about
awesome.
that?
So you think it's Central City, Missouri? Central City, Missouri, even?
Yeah, in the show, it's Central City, Missouri.
Wow.
It's proven it's Central City, Missouri, which means it's Kansas City, Missouri.
So the new person that was sent by the governor.
Right.
Parsons sent that person? Mike did?
Yeah.
Hey,
that's why she's bad.
Let me
That's
ask
why
you
Parsons
something.
there.
So you got to see. I'm probably gonna have to check out this episode myself, but they have this map. Do they show where Gotham in Illinois?
They just showed Metropolis.
Okay.
And it was just a brief. These both things can be no longer than 3 seconds on the
Right,
screen.
of course.
And I saw it and I had to tell my wife, "Did you see that?"
I always
rewound it.
felt like if I had to pick Gotham, I would always picture it more as like Chicago and Metropolis is New York.
This guy, how do you keep this guy on topic? We're not talking about Gotham. We're talking about
Yeah.
Kansas City, the Central City.
I'm just adding to the conversation.
So is this? I don't know that this is really. It was interesting to me. It seems like you guys, and I definitely know your listeners don't find it. but I thought it was. So that's all the time I need with you.
No, well,
anything else I can answer your questions about comic books or the law?
I find it very interesting that because they have to think through that. Like they started Batman in Gotham and they meant that New York, and they start Superman in Metropolis, never thinking they were ever going to even know each other.
Right.
So that's why
the
there's
redheaded
two.
girl was on the boat. What's her name? There's Drunk Jew and there's DJ and
CJ.
CJ says somebody works on that Flash program is from Kansas City and knows that.
They have to.
I don't think so. I think it's just people.
That's why
I think it's just people that know comic DC universe.
It proves that
Could
Kevin
be.
Smith was right.
Kevin
Yeah, right,
Smith isn't
exactly.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
Most people are just
congratulations.
assuming. Yep.
You win. You win. You know what you win? Tell them what they won, Drew.
You won a gift card
And a
For how much?
KCTK radio.
That's right.
Radio app on your smartphone.
I appreciate it. I'll do it, and I'll listen to the rest of the show off air. Thank you, guys.
right, thank you.
Thanks. Well, that was fun. We learned about the serious monster of,
You know what the best part about
of
the whole
Cosby
thing was?
and Kansas City.
We had him as a correspondent. That's like our first expert who we've talked to.
You know what? We should talk about the next. I have a history question about. We know about why it's called Kansas City, but why is it called Central City? That would be more interesting.
Well, now I'm gonna wear more Flash shit when I go to the Chiefs game.
You have a KC Flash shirt.
I know.
So there you go.
Yeah. I remember that he ended up getting more on my list after I watched that thing with Kevin Smith, and I was like, all right, Flash is Kansas City's hero. This is awesome.
Kevin Smith again.
Sorry, I'm just saying.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun.
We just gave you some information about a trial, about comic books, but we also know you didn't learn anything. You only learned from one man, and his name is the Y Dude.
I wonder why. I wondered why.
Can't learn any other way.
It's time to learn why.
Today's question comes from Tracy. Tracy writes, "Dear Y Dude, I'm a popular podcaster with a show called Tracy's Tips and Dips.
Oh.
My son Rowdy is getting married, and I have to perform a speech during the wedding celebration. How can I make a good speech?" Well, Tracy, giving a public presentation is one of the most common fears people have. When it comes to family communication, your rant should be simple, honest, and unique.
It's true.
Here are a list of do's and don'ts.
Ooh.
Do say something kind and inviting to the bride.
That's nice.
Do explain how Rowdy has changed to a better human being because of her. Do make sure your voice and body language gives your blessing for their journey together.
Oh.
And do create a way to share how faith and the recognition of God is important.
That's nice.
Here are the don'ts.
Oh.
Don't exaggerate how Rowdy got his name.
Oh.
Don't use cuss words.
Ah.
Don't list off a list of what a good daughter-in-law would do and what a bad daughter-in-law would do. Don't talk about the one time you got arrested. And don't make Rowdy feel and look less than a man by sharing stories about when Rowdy cried or wet his pants. Now you know.
I wondered why. I wondered why. Now we know why.
That's the Why Dude exclusively on the Week Review. That's an older one because Tracy, the person who he was answering, didn't do any of those. She did not do any of the do's, but she did all of the don'ts.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And well, Rowdy, I don't think he's still married because of it.
We'll take a break.
Hey, we're gonna be back. We're gonna talk more radio stuff. So sorry about this. Is all about KCTK Radio, but you got to remember one thing. This is KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew, and we'll be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
You're the reason that we do what we do. Music and talk, it's all for you. Now the guys who are lots of fun for making you laugh, they're number one. They review the week just for you. So get ready for Paul and Drew.
It could be a week. It would be a W-E-E-K, W-E-A... No, it'd be a W-E-A... A guy can't even spell. Wow. It's W-E-A-K, W-E-E-K... W-E-E-K. Go ahead. This is fun. W-E-A-K, W-E-E-K... I can't do it. W-E-A-K, W-E-E-K, or is it...
Oh, yeah, is it W-E-E? Here, I'll do it. I get it. No, I'll do it, man. I thought of it first.
W-E-E-K. Is that what you were going to say?
Looking at the past 7 days so you don't have to. It's the Week Review with Paul and Drew. You could join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060.
Hi, it's me. My name is David, and
David.
I bought an ad service for this radio. Hey, David. Let's back up from the mic. Oh, okay. Well, my name's David, and I am talking to you today because I want to be a model. That's right. I want to walk the runway. I'm too sexy for my shirt, and I want you all to see it and know it. I can do runways. I can do shows. I can model underwear, bras, panties, pants.
What?
Maybe dresses. I don't know. We're living in a weird world. But my name's David, and I want to be a model. And if you hire me, I'll be the best model you've ever seen, and I will make your dreams come true. All right, David. Let's wrap it up. That's the Drew. I paid $20 to be on the show, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go.
Let David be your model. For crying out loud, you need a model. Let him come model some slacks for you. It's David. He's a good boy. Let him be a model for you.
I promise. I'll make your magazines look great.
Let him do it on 40 Highway.
Hi, this is Chickless the Goose from Counterclockwise KC. You can check out Counterclockwise KC on Facebook and Instagram. And now you can listen to our program every Saturday and Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio. Personality-driven radio.
Hi, guys. It's your old friend Paul from KCTK Radio. Reminding you again to download the KCTK Radio app. You're listening and you're going, I don't need the app. But you do need the app. Here's why. It's free, okay? You already got Candy Crush, all kinds of jackleg apps on your phone.
It's free.
Yeah, just get it for free. And then if you ever want to participate live sometime, you can put the notification on there. Also, you always can get the podcast on there as soon as they come out. So it's a fun thing to do. I'm asking you, I'm pleading with you, please. You're going to have fun. I've noticed something about you. You need to relax a little bit. You know, you need to kind of chill out.
Get away from TikTok.
Yeah, get away from TikTok for a little bit and listen to the KCTK Radio app. It's free. It will get into your brain and it will never leave you. So join us on the KCTK Radio app and have fun for once in your life.
This is Phil from Let's Eat KC, the podcast. Listen to the show every weekday at 2 p.m. and our live show Monday evenings at 7 p.m. right here on KCTK Radio. Personality-driven radio.
Welcome back. KCTK Radio's week review with Paul and Drew.
Hello. Sure.
We just told you about Casey Eats 2 p.m. Let's eat Casey.
Yeah.
But we record Wednesday nights now.
Yeah. I'd like to also apologize for our guest, David. He can be awkward.
You know what? We're selling advertising. We want to help a young man do well. God bless him.
Just let him do one modeling session.
Yeah. Just let him do it. So, this is a special feature called radio.
What? What is that?
Well,
I thought the only thing that existed was podcasts. Radios don't exist. What's that? What's a computer?
So I found these videos of this guy telling secrets. Go ahead and switch over to the other thing.
Secrets
of radio.
Secrets hurt someone.
Okay. Thank you, Ed Helms. Right?
No. That's the stripper that tells Michael Scott that.
Oh, okay.
Stripper?
I knew it was The Office.
Yeah.
So, this DJ tells us radio station secrets.
On TikTok?
On TikTok. And we're going to hear what he has to say and kind of compare this radio station with what he has to say.
Gotcha.
Secrets your favorite radio station does not want you to know.
Now listen. This is your favorite radio station, KCTK Radio.
We're pretty open.
We're open. This is the whole point of this is that we don't have secrets. We're going to tell you the truth.
We really don't have any secrets, and if I did, I wouldn't fucking tell you.
Right. We're going to tell you the truth about everything and how we compare.
Favorite radio station doesn't want you to know that they will not play your requests. Typically, a radio station's music is picked by a music director, a program director, or even an...
Okay. Regular radio station will not play your request. I kind of knew that. In the real...
Casey Kasem.
Older time they did.
Yeah.
You could get through to Super Q.
Yeah.
But you can't anymore. But if you give us a message, we will play your request.
That's right.
And not only will we play your song, we will play whatever episode that you want to listen to. Like, hey, I want to listen to that one funny past week, next week when you did that. So we'll play that for you. Yeah.
Operations manager, but in today's corporate radio world, especially with the big companies like iHeartRadio or Town Square Media, one corporate person in the country is doing the music logs for the entire company. That means if you live in Arkansas, someone from Connecticut is going to be picking your music log.
So here's why I bring this up too. Where can you listen to an FM radio?
In your car.
Okay, where else?
On the computer.
Okay. So sometimes you're at the computer, sometimes your car. Are you ever not there?
No.
Okay. Where can you listen to KCTK Radio?
On a free app.
Uh-huh.
Anytime.
Right. On your smartphone.
On your smartphone.
Is there any time that you don't have your smartphone right next to you?
Actually, no.
Yeah.
It's not a want anymore. It's sadly it's a necessity.
And a lot of people go, well, when I take a shower and bring it in. Okay, I get that.
Well,
but
do you put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the porn?
No.
Is that what you do in the shower?
No, I don't do that.
I'm talking about that person that said that. I took it in my shower.
No, I get that. I'm just saying also, but if you're on the pot, we know you're looking at the phone. Okay?
I'm definitely on the pot.
All right? Wash your hands, wash your thing. That's fine. So this guy's saying there's all these local stations in Kansas City that go, oh, we're so local. No. Someone in Connecticut or wherever is doing all their programming, even their music.
I believe it.
These music logs are timed, and a lot of times deals are working out with record labels to play a certain song,
We're local is the point. We got all these local shows. I went through them before.
Yeah.
Can you name them all?
I can't name them all, but
there's a lot of them.
I believe that they're local.
Yeah.
Like, Honestly, I can't stand listening to FM radio anymore.
Right.
I like listening to podcasts. Because they play the same shit over and over again, and clearly what he's going to say is because it's record deal.
Amount of times. So when you come in and want to hear your favorite song, if it's not on the music log, it will not get played.
Okay.
Correct.
But also, I know this is a secret, but when you want to play your favorite song, what do?
I go to my phone and just put it on fucking Apple Music.
Right. Alexa, play Find My Way by Paul McCartney.
Find My Way by Paul McCartney on Amazon Music.
KCTK Radio bringing you the top hits from Paul McCartney. Find My Way.
Find my way, I know my left from right.
Did you hear I hit the post there?
Yeah.
Okay. I used to be Kicks Country.
Ah.
Right. So there you go.
An on-air DJ can actually lose their job for messing with the music logs or
Listen, when you mess with what you're supposed to do on the air at KCTK Radio, we dock your pay.
inserting the song that they want to hear at a specific time. So if you've called a radio station and just happen to hear the song that you requested, chances are it was already in the music log anyways, and it was just coincidence. Secret to your favorite radio station.
Yeah, people should know this by now, right?
Yeah. Is this guy going to lose his job for doing this?
Well, this guy, he got fired. He's no longer a DJ anymore. But
No
see,
shit.
But see, that's what's going on. See, they don't need local people anymore because they program everything. They voice track everything. You used to have to sit there for 4 hours and play the records.
Right.
Then you played the carts, and then you played the CDs. But now they just put everything in the computer, and they voice it, and you think they're sitting there, and they're not. They come in whenever. It doesn't make a difference when they come in.
Why did he get fired? Did he say?
I think he got fired just because they don't need people to do this anymore. You know?
Well, we tried applying to work at a radio station, remember?
Yep.
Didn't work out.
Well, now, but what are you talking about? It didn't work out. We work at a radio station.
No, but nobody called us. Remember, we were going to try and
Yeah.
go out on the road.
Yeah, we were going to try to infiltrate, but then we realized, why would we do that?
Because that's another
That's a
mentality.
step back.
That's another mentality nowadays. Nobody wants to join anything. Everybody wants to make their own thing, and it's possible now. You can do that from your basement.
Secret to your favorite radio station does not want you to know part 2.
Okay, here we
This
go.
one's going to get me in some trouble because everybody does it. But you know when you listen to the radio and you hear like...
He's got the radio voice. He's got the cheese dick.
I like
look.
this guy. He seems cool.
Yeah, but he's got cool and everything like that.
Yeah, everything.
A crazy prank, a bit, or a phone call where it sounds too unbelievable to be true. Well, that's because it is too unbelievable to
Okay, you hear what he said?
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
So when Johnny Dare and Efentra, when they used to do those War of the Roses,
Yes, they were all fake.
Ah.
In fact, maybe I'll find this sometime. You know what? Let's see if we can find it now. There's a young man who... Do you remember Max, Tana, and Moffat on KY102?
No.
Okay, so they were very popular morning people.
That's probably why. My bus would if this when was this? How many years ago?
They were so popular in the 80s.
What about the 90s?
Early 90s.
Oh, just the early 90s?
Yeah.
Okay, but then never mind.
I think
because my bus driver played 93.3.
I think they were still around
on our way to school.
So they did these calls where people called in, kind of like Phil Henry thing, but they didn't tell people, and it wasn't just Phil Henry, right? So
I always liked Roy D. Mercer.
Well, he was just a comedian guy, right?
Right. And those seemed like, I hope those are real calls because that'd be disappointing as shit if they weren't.
No, they weren't.
Those have to be real calls.
They weren't.
Because it's a family member setting them up to get a call from Roy D. Mercer.
Well, I mean, Roy D. Mercer was a comedian.
No, I get that. I'm gonna open up a can of whoop ass on somebody. That's disappointing.
Okay, I'm trying to play one. See if you could.
I don't think it's gonna play for you.
Well, I know it's in a WAV file though, so that could be a problem. Anyway, they hired a young man by the name of Chris Whiting to play the Tofurkey man, who went on and told people that if you ate turkey, it was murder. And so people would call in and they would throw a fit, very much like Phil Henry did. But Phil Henry did it all himself, and they weren't creative enough. They had to hire Whiting to do it and to make you think it was real because it was a fake guess.
Be true. There's
That's
actually
hilarious.
a service that radio stations use with a pool of actors. DJs will call these actors, go over the bits and the pranks with them, and run it on the air is a lot.
I gotta tell you this, in all honesty, the hours that me and Drew spend going over the segments and the bits. I'm like, Drew, the bits, and he's like, no, not the fucking bits again.
Ah, the bits, the tits. This is ridiculous.
But this is how it's so flawless for us.
I know.
A phone call. So that means anytime you've heard something crazy like a birthday spank or a second date update or War of the Roses, something where an unsuspecting guy is basically caught cheating or something that sounds too crazy to actually be on the radio, you're listening to paid actors and DJs in a scripted bit. Now, a lot of people don't care because it's just entertainment when it comes down to it, but they do pass it off like it's real and it's really happening.
That's what makes me mad.
Yeah, that bums me out, man.
Yeah,
Like,
if they would say,
because I always thought those were real. And
if they go back later and say, again, I keep dropping his name, Phil Henry. He would do voices, and people would call in and fight with him, and then later he'd go, that was me. He never later, you knew it at the time if you would listen long enough that he was doing that, and that's what was so cool about what he was doing, as opposed to people acting like they never came back on. So that was actually Chris Whiting, and he loves turkey.
This is a bummer, because
especially
Secrets your favorite radio station does not want you to know. Part Trace. Contests and prize.
that was kind of cheese dick, right?
Oh, I don't know, bro.
So when you're listening to the radio station and the DJ comes on and says, all right, everybody, caller number 9 right now at 349 wins.
Hey, everybody, come on.
Call us right now. What is the size of a hot dog?
Is a hot dog a sandwich or not?
Would you put relish or mustard on it? Call us now if you said the right answer.
Tickets. And you call and you call and you call and you could just never be the right caller. Well, reason being because radio DJs rarely, and I mean rarely, ever take the caller number they say that they're going to take. Couple different reasons for this. Most radio DJs are based in another city, so even though it sounds like your radio DJ might be in your city, he's probably somewhere else and he can't take
Holy
calls.
shit.
Second reason being most radio stations, to cut costs, actually have their DJ's voice track, which means they're not even in the studio half the
Not
time.
even there.
Third reason is if you were to take caller number 9 or whatever they call out, if the person's not excited, they're not going to give them a prize. Have you ever heard a boring person on the radio? It doesn't sound good. Best way to win a
Wait a
contest.
minute. That's our whole show. What are you talking about?
I'm the boring guy.
We're the boring. This is our show. That's our shtick. We're different from live radio.
When
We're
the funny
boring.
man came on the scene, it was a boring fucking show.
The funny man. I still wish I had the funny man stuff.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Poor funny man.
Yeah, he grew up.
Whatever happened to that kid?
He grew up,
and
soul was shattered by the world. He
Are you
up,
queer?
He grew up and became the fucking
Here's
Drush.
another question. We have time for one more.
Are we just going to keep having time for one more?
Here's another question.
Okay.
We have time for one more.
Shut up.
My ass is hungry, baby.
Okay. Let's go back to this guy. Or yeah.
Is if a DJ does pick up, just sound as excited as you possibly can. Lose your mind and you'll win.
Okay.
Secrets your favorite radio.
I'll tell you this. Have you ever won a radio contest before?
No.
Okay. I did.
No shit.
Center front row tickets to Jerry Seinfeld. Randy Miller, my hero, was on Hot Talk 1510. He had Randy Miller tickets to give away. Whoever could call in and give the best Jerry Seinfeld imitation. So people were calling in and trying, and here's what I did, okay?
Hello?
Yeah, you're on the air. You want to try for the Jerry Seinfeld tickets?
Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and try if I can.
Great, you were supposed to sound like Jerry.
Okay. What's the deal with canned fruit? I'd like to know.
Wow, that was amazing. So I set them up. I totally set it up to where they didn't. I changed my voice at the first. I didn't come on with the strong, hey, everyone, and I won.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, well, when was that?
Oh man, that was a long time ago. It was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
At least.
So I guess what he's trying to say is now that's not a thing. Sadly.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have Randy Miller anymore to come on and interact with people.
Because every year Johnny Dare would do the whole you get a key and then you go and if the key works you get the car or you get the motorcycle and then they do okay, he does this thing called shit. It's for Christmas. Every year he does it. He calls it like if somebody sends in a letter.
Oh, okay.
And he gets all of Kansas City to come in, like, give money.
Yeah.
To help pay people's bills.
Well, those are probably true people. But
I hope those are that I hope is real.
But
hope for the holidays.
But
hope
just calling, what this guy's saying is, if you're calling in for a prize, and you say you're caller number 5, and you're not enthusiastic, they're going to caller number 6. We always go to caller number. What was Keith's caller number?
He's caller 6.
We always go to caller 6. Caller 6.
Caller 6 has won more prizes here than anybody.
Right.
Even more than Jack. Jack got a trip, and caller 6 didn't get a trip.
Yeah. Now Jack,
he won a sweepstakes.
He won, but I'm excited when we're able to give caller number 6's prize. You remember what the big prize was he won?
Yeah.
What?
You remember it?
I do.
You tell me.
Your son, when you have a boy,
oh, that's right,
will be named Duncan.
I forgot about that.
So that's cool.
I'm not naming him that.
Secret, your favorite radio station doesn't want you to know. Part 6.
Part 6? I thought we were at part 3.
I went through the other ones because the other ones were dumb.
By almost every radio station in the country, and it's called voice tracking. Voice tracking gives a DJ the ability to sound like he's live, but in actuality, he's recorded what you're hearing hours, sometimes days before you hear.
So this has been going on since computers. We did this back at Kicks 106. We go into the AM station and track, and then we go back into 106 and we tell people we're live, and then we finally got people calling. But your friend Jenny from the block, what's her name? The radio girl. She every time you turn on the radio, she's on.
Yeah.
What's your friend's name?
Jenny Matthews.
Jenny Matthews, yeah. So she's always on.
Yeah.
And you're like, is she sitting there in front of the microphone the whole time?
I don't know why I had a brain fart there.
I couldn't remember either.
There's a couple different reasons for this. Corporate radio stations and general managers love voice tracking because it saves them a lot of money. They could pay someone hourly to voice track multiple stations across the country instead of giving someone a salary. Also, it gives the DJ ability to be on air while going out and handling other things. The lie comes in is when they say things like, we're live and local, or we're your #1 station.
See? They say they're live and they're not.
That's nuts, man.
The only local community radio station that you can think of is KCTK Radio.
When in actuality, what you're hearing isn't live, it's recorded. Voice tracking gets rid of local...
Let me see another radio station give you dead air.
If it's dead air,
if it's dead air, you know they're live and local.
That's right.
Talent. One of our stations here in Boise voice tracks in a girl from Portland. She's never even been to Boise before, but she gets sent information every day to make it sound like she's here. So chances are, when you're listening...
Wonder what kind of information they send someone from Boise.
We have grilled cheese.
Yeah, we got grilled cheese, and we got cows, and a lot of potatoes here in Idaho. I don't even know where I am. I'm in Boise.
Wait a minute, where is Boise?
I'm here. I don't know. I'm here in Boise, but I don't know where it is, and I don't know what we do. Nothing.
I don't even know where the fuck Boise is.
Right. That's right.
To the radio, when you're listening to a DJ, you're listening to something recorded hours or days before you actually hear it.
My soul's been shattered yet again.
Yeah. So
the funny man still rests in peace.
So when when we replay and re-air some of our podcasts, sure, it's not live at that particular moment, but we're interacting with you and we're live. And it's my hope that people want some of that stuff. They want some of that good stuff.
They want some of that good stuff.
And they support and listen to KCTK Radio.
Yeah.
It's almost ridiculous to think that you would turn on an FM or AM thing only in your car. Because where else do you turn your radio on now? I know you probably have one in your house, but only in your car you turn on your radio. To listen to music?
Yeah.
I mean, when you want to listen to music, what do? You have your iPad, or not iPad, but iPod, or your phone.
I use my PlayStation.
Right. What? Your PlayStation?
Yeah, I just go to YouTube.
What? So you get your music from YouTube?
Yeah.
See, I spend way too much money on it. I have Amazon Unlimited where I can get music, any song I can think of, they can play.
Yeah.
My wife pays for Spotify.
Oh,
Same
wow.
thing.
I have Spotify for free and Apple Music for free.
Okay, you do? Mm-hmm. See, that's good. So
That's with my phone plan.
Yeah. So any music that you want, you're not going to listen to KC 93.
Yeah.
Or and listen to the music. You're not going to care. Now I do listen to every once in a while KCMO 95 because they're oldies and they may have a good mix of oldies.
Yeah.
But it's not. I'm not going there to listen to music. Anyone who cares about music is not listening to any type of radio at all.
Right.
Man,
I'm like depressed a little bit.
Why?
Because that was like one of my favorite things growing up was listening to the radio.
Okay, what'd you like about it?
I liked the pranks.
Okay, the pranks, the comedy.
I had at one point tried calling in.
You tried it
to win some concert tickets.
I'm breaking this down. You like the comedy. You like the interaction.
Yeah. I always like the topics. Like I always like listening to Johnny Dare.
Topics are current. They're talking about things that are happening in the week or so, right?
Yeah. Okay. I just and then you get the news.
You get the little perspective of what's going on in the world.
Everything that KCTK does is basically
Thank you.
what
I'm
I
trying
missed.
to lead you down the path, my friend.
Yeah.
You don't need to be upset, Drew.
Because we're good.
We're here. We're queer. Get used to it. No, that's a different cheer. We're here for you, the community, KCTK Radio.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
You can even hear in the background KCTK Radio mascot.
And guess what, guys? That's fucking live right now.
That's live.
It's not even a lie.
That's right.
We're live.
And so you're looking at our Facebook or you're listening to. If you look at that app right now, you're seeing a little picture of a pug who happens to be barking right now.
Somebody should really tell her to chill the hell out.
I don't think she knows how.
Probably not.
She is a bossy little creature.
I can see that.
So
I can see that.
So any other questions about radio?
I have one.
Yeah.
I think this dude probably deserves to make his own podcast because I guess fuck radio.
Yeah, fuck terrestrial radio. I'm gonna go and say it.
I cannot. You know who I can't stand on the radio.
Tucker Carlson.
I don't even know if he's on the radio.
Oh,
if he is, that'd be one.
He is, I think, too.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that news show at the end of the day.
Okay, let me.
Is that considered alive?
KMBZ has Dana and Parks.
Right.
It's probably one of the most popular radio shows in the city. Do you know why?
Because they're in Kansas.
Because they're local and they're live.
Yeah, but they're not in Kansas City. They're in fucking Kansas.
Well, but they're still in the area. I'm going to give them that.
Yeah.
And so you drone through your life with the same crap in the morning. You go through. If you like talk radio, you're listening to the same stupid sports talk or right-wing wacko. And then finally, there's people who are actually talking about stuff in Kansas City, Dana and Parks. I know that I know a couple guys who do a podcast who could do a lot better than them. But that's why they're popular.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why radio doesn't get that. But luckily we do here at KCTK
Rush
Radio.
Limbaugh live? Probably not.
I don't think he was live, but luckily he's dead.
Yeah.
So anyway, there you go.
That's
good.
Glass ceiling has just shattered.
Good. But now you're part of,
and I'm bringing it back.
You're bringing it
back.
back.
We're bringing it back.
That's
now
good.
I got another goal. A fire has just been lit.
Man, the fires are igniting.
Damn, fires get all over the place. Pants.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with more KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew.
Join in on the experiment by calling or texting us at 913-735-0060. We dare you.
Hey, y'all. This is Bert Gorman, advisor about radio and spirituality to KCTK Radio. And I'm here to explain something to you very special. Now, when they say if it's dead air, it's KCTK Radio, that was my idea, and here's why. First, we don't care so much about wasting time for money. We're here for you for entertainment. And I said, go ahead and it doesn't make a difference if there's dead air. We don't care. It's dead air. That's what we say right here. I tell everyone, we don't care, it's dead air. But most importantly, we do it for you, the listener. Because usually the dead air happens like before or after a show, when things are getting from pre-program into live program, or if we're doing a commercial or something. And a lot of times you need that extra beat, that extra half step, the extra time to breathe and say, oh God, the week review's starting. Or, oh God, Tracy stinks, I'm glad that show's over. You need that dead air time to meditate. I'm Bert Gorman, and I'm the one who said, if it's dead air, it's KCTK Radio, and we do it for you. So next time you hear dead air on KCTK Radio, that's your prompt to take a deep breath and get ready for the next program, or be thankful that the old dumb program is over and you can move on with your life. KCTK Radio. You know what we say, dead air don't care. When they have to take a breath and they need to think about with a higher power of KCTK Radio, that's right, if it's dead air, it's KCTK Radio.
Hey, man, is that Freedom Rock? Yeah, man. Well, turn it up, man. Lord, I was born a man, man. Everybody join me. Don't start a love tree. The ink is black, the page is white. Don't you want somebody to love? Making friends for the world to see. To everything turn. If I leave here tomorrow. Freedom Rock has it all, man. 40 original rock hits by the original artists. On 4 records, 3 cassettes, or 2 CDs. Here's more. In the white room with black curtains. You see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. Sunshine, go away today. You should get Freedom Rock, too. 4 records or 3 cassettes are only $19.95. 2 CDs, only $24.95. Here's how to order.
Call toll-free 1-800-632-1700 or save COD fees by sending $19.95 for records or cassettes or $24.95 for compact discs, plus $3 shipping to Freedom Rock, P.O. Box 1653, Greenville, Tennessee.
Did a headache spoil the day for you? Are you still feeling a little miserable and upset? Well, of course, it would have been wise to take Alka-Seltzer at work earlier in the day. But don't wait now. Take it right away. And next time, remember that Alka-Seltzer is first aid for relief from headache. Alka-Seltzer is easy to take, pleasant tasting, too. Here's all you do. Dissolve 1 or 2 Alka-Seltzer tablets in a glass of water, then drink it. Since Alka-Seltzer is a solution when you take it, the pain-relieving analgesic sodium acetylsalicylate is ready to go right to work. And say, that fizz that creates thousands of sparkling bubbles gives speed to Alka-Seltzer's relief-giving qualities. Yes, it gets there fast to give fast relief. So remember, first aid for relief from headache is Alka-Seltzer.
I know you're going to be mighty busy during the next 5 days, friends, and I also know that you don't want to wake up Christmas morning with a cold. But have you noticed Old Man Cold is really making the rounds? Let's hope he doesn't catch up with you. However, if you should feel a cold coming on, remember Alka-Seltzer. Yes, remember and try Alka-Seltzer for fast relief from much of your cold distress. Here's the ABC Cold Comfort Treatment. A, Alka-Seltzer. B, be wise. Beware of drafts. be careful of your diet and be sure you dress sensibly and try to get more rest than usual. And C stands for comfort. The comfort an Alka-Seltzer gargle can give a sore throat caused by a cold. Well, there it is, friends. Alka-Seltzer's ABC Cold Comfort Treatment, as easy as ABC to follow.
And welcome back to KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Drew. And, Drew?
Yeah.
We've gone through a lot tonight. We've learned a lot. We've learned Bill Cosby is a monster.
A piece of shit.
Terrestrial radio is fake.
Piece of shit.
And the only thing you can rely on is a dog that can ring a doorbell.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
But we have a little bit more to go.
That's right.
And this is where we go to the news of the Droosh.
So I read recently a article about a woman who slept with a serial killer and didn't know it.
Whoops.
Let me ask you something.
Wait a minute. How'd that happen?
So this woman, back in the day, she was 18. She would go dancing.
Sure.
She met this guy named Gary.
Oh, sure. Gary Stevenson.
Yeah, Gary Stevenson. Gary and her used to dance. At one point, things started getting hot and heavy. They kind of flirt off and on. He's kind of aloof. He's not very social, clearly, because he's a fucking serial killer. Most of those guys are all socially awkward, except for like Ted Bundy or whatever. But anyway, Gary was quite the dancer.
Okay.
So he lied about his age. He's a divorcee. He has a son. And I'll tell you who this guy is. So eventually in 2001, this guy ended up getting caught. You might all know him as the Green River Killer.
I don't know that. I don't know anything about the Green River
Gary
Killer.
Ridgway?
No.
No? Green River Killer? Kill prostitutes.
Ridgway, do you have a donuts shop? Ridgway Donuts?
I don't know if you'd want his donuts.
Okay.
He killed prostitutes. He even used his son to lure prostitutes.
Oh, my.
His little son. And then he'd also kill them while his son sat in a car.
That's terrible.
He'd take them to the woods and murder them. Anyway, this woman, when she was 18, she ended up sleeping with him, and she also had to deal with him being a stalker, following her, and her the guy she met while dating was her soon-to-be first husband.
Okay.
And he would stalk her and stuff like that until he was caught in 2001. And I find it funny because they had to write a story about this. Like, why it's, from our correctly, it's called Slate. It's a new have you read some of that stuff? It's for true crime. I just now found it this week.
No, Slate's just a news outlet.
Oh, okay. Well, it's classified as true crime, so I thought maybe Slate, and I even added it to my list of stuff to like read, like or get updates on. But I just find it interesting because it's like in the 1980s. I after listening to a lot of podcasts on true crime and stuff, it's amazing how the world didn't fucking implode in the 1980s or the 70s or the 60s. Well, because it's amazing how many serial killers out there. I saw a guy the other day hitchhiking.
Wow.
Nobody's gonna fucking pick you up, man.
Yeah,
We've all learned our lessons.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. You pick up a guy on the side of the fucking road, he's gonna probably murder you.
Now I never lived in the time where you could hitchhike, but I guess that was the thing.
It was.
That was the thing. Just get a ride, and
hippies would do it all the time just to get across the road. I mean, and Dahmer ended up killing a guy after he hitchhiked.
Yep.
Like, it's just amazing to me that. What bothers me is the fact that this had to be a story. I have to listen, and then, by the way, the story is boring as fuck. Because she adds details that nobody wants to know about. I mean, I just find it amazing that I had to sit through this entire article, and this is why I'm bringing it up.
Because you like true crime.
I like true crime, but like
he told you that.
I'm gonna read an excerpt. It goes on, and she just adds details nobody gives a fuck about. Okay, I'll read one paragraph. How about that?
Sure.
Which one? Okay. Following weekend, Gary called to ask me out dancing.
Gary.
I had the beginnings of a sore throat and used that as an excuse to beg off.
Mm-hmm.
In truth, the idea of dating a man in the middle of a divorce and with a young son held no appeal. Plus, I was pretty sure he'd lied about his age. I turned down my friend's invitation to go out that night, too. But she said we go early. She said I could drink orange juice and get vitamin C. She promised we'd leave before things got crowded. Does anybody else think that sentence sounds fucking stupid?
Yeah.
She said we go early. She said I could drink her. That's the thing. I'm reading this, right? And
Is this
I
Frank
don't know
Gray?
what fucking friend she's talking about. She's talking about Gary or her fucking roommate. Because I thought maybe it was a misspell. That they put she, they meant to put he and then they put she. And she said we'd go early. She said I could drink orange juice and get vitamin C. Vitamin C is in orange juice.
Yeah.
Just drink fucking orange juice. Why does this have to be in the fucking sentence? Like, what in the fuck is wrong with people not having quality writing these days?
Here's why. Because people like yourself love true crime, and that's what they're giving you.
But give it to me coherently.
Yeah.
Because right now all I think is you're a dumb dick who didn't pass English fucking class. Who's the guy that wrote this? Let's look it up.
Well, Drew.
Jill Maccabee Johnson. Get a fucking grammar thesaurus. Get a grammar
thesaurus.
Grammar thesaurus.
Yeah.
I was going to say grammar textbook, but then I said thesaurus. But
well, Drew,
a dictionary. It's like fuck me. What is with the quality of writing these days, man? It's annoying.
I would like to give you some sympathy, but I can't.
Why?
Because the world is ending.
Oh,
and this is how we're all going to die.
Isn't this every week, though? Isn't the world ending every week for us?
Commercial.
Cutting-edge tech.
We'll get this commercial over with.
World-class interiors.
Basically, the headline, folks,
And
the
peerless
robots
design.
are taking over, and they figured
Their
out how
only
to do
competition is each other. The incomparable Mercedes-Benz SUVs. Extraordinary. Runs in the family.
What do people love more than anything else? That's right, boy bands.
Hey, I like Backstreet Boys and
C-Spot Dance. Again? And not just one spot, 7 spots dancing before your eyes.
7 spots dancing. I hate this reporter.
That's how I talk now.
This is that Jeannie Most from CNN who always has such a cute little story to give out. Well, what you're seeing on your Facebook Live right now is the dancing dog robots. Again.
Which I still think are ugly.
Yeah.
The Boston Dynamics Robo-Dogs matching the 7 members of the Korean pop group BTS.
Okay. So first
I've
we see,
never heard one of their songs in my fucking life.
but you've heard of them and you know they're
I
popular.
only know about them because it's been on Saturday Night Live, Jimmy Kimmel.
I know you still know they're popular. Is the point?
Kimmel, sorry,
right?
Kimmel.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So they're showing that these robots can dance like the 7 little boys from South Korea.
The K-pop.
And that's it, folks. That's the end of our world right there.
Because
can you describe to our listeners what you're watching right this
first
second?
off, there's way too many members of this band. I just want to make that clear.
Well, there's 7 members, yeah.
Okay, there's way too many.
Yeah.
Also,
but what do you see on the screen? People can't see
they
it.
are standing
Who's
around. This is the band. The
BTS or
the BTK
BTS.
band. The BTK band.
BTS. BTK is Burger King.
BDSM band, and
Yeah.
they're laughing, having a great time watching this robot dance in front of them. But what they don't know is that at any minute, this dog robot will rip their throats right out.
They won't. Here's why. What you see is 7 young, popular
gentlemen,
BTS men watching and enjoying the dancing of the robot. Now, see, this robot's not going to rip their throat out. The robot is getting them on board for the takeover of the world.
So the BDSM band is going to go out and tell the young kids,
Yes.
hey, these robots are our friends.
That's right. That's right.
Fuck!
Now listen.
It's the propaganda!
This,
you guys all hear me out there?
Holy shit! So these robots, they learn to dance, and now we're gonna go with people. Who do we listen to nowadays? Political leaders? No. Religious leaders? No. Korean K-pop boy bands? Yes.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Korean K-pop bands rule the world.
The boy band helps Hyundai sell the company's brand of electric vehicles, Ioniq. So that's the song the Spot Robo-Dogs are dancing to.
So they're the spokespeople for Hyundai, and Hyundai just bought Boston Dynamics. The Hyundai, I think, is a Korean.
Yeah.
And now they own the
Who
robots.
owns Subaru?
I don't know, but I have a question for you. Don't you own a Hyundai?
No.
Did you?
No, I owned a Kia.
Kia.
That's
okay.
a Korean.
Okay. I think
one
Hyundai is too, though.
Possibly.
Anyway, if you own a Hyundai, you're part of this problem.
I don't.
As Hyundai promotes its recent acquisition of Boston Dynamics, Spot has been dancing for years now.
Like a gun.
In 2018, he danced to Uptown Funk, even shaking his...
In 2018, he danced to Uptown Funk.
My name is Pam, and I'm here to talk with your thoughts. This is Mary Tyler
Funk.
Moore.
Okay.
His booty, followed last year by this.
Wait, we've seen this video, and it says all humans are fucking dead, so that's a lie.
That's exactly right. That's another reason I'm showing this.
We've seen this.
They're all having a good time. CNN, the communist news network, right?
Wait, I thought they were the
fake news,
socialist network.
right? Whatever. Are showing this, and they're all having a good time. But who warned you? Local radio did.
That's right.
KCTK
Live.
right here. We told you it's all fun and games until they take over the world.
And now the even more complex dance moves in a video called Spots on It. In a blog describing the making of the video, it's revealed the same...
I'm sorry, I just hate this lady's voice. In a blog describing it,
Spot has been flying and dancing across all manners of media.
It's like, can you not just...
Human
If you saw, he
choreographer
did
Monica
Uptown
Thomas
Funk.
worked on all 3 videos, noting Spot has twice as many legs as a human dancer.
Oh, fucking obvious all of a sudden. Oh,
I want the engineers figured that out. Let me see.
Hold on, let me just count how many fucking legs
Yeah.
are next to each other.
Carry the 3.
Let me,
okay.
yeah. Okay, so 7. 7 legs here.
They have 7 legs, which is
7
double.
legs here.
Which is double what we have.
Oh my god, you see the fucking robots?
Who's imitating whom?
They're gonna rip your throat out,
See
BTSM.
these little BTS guys?
Yeah, these BDSM dudes.
They look like little boys. They probably can't speak English. And
Why are they dressed up like the Power Rangers?
And you're looking down on them. They get more ass than you could even think about.
These guys.
These
guys beat off ass.
They don't
with a
even
bat.
know what to do. They don't even know what to do with it.
No, they have 2. That's another thing. I bet you. I mean, you can sit there and insult Backstreet Boys, New Kids on the Block,
Yeah.
and sing. But you know how much ass
Oh
God
my
thrown
God, so
them
much.
guys' way.
These
Man.
guys don't even know what to do with it. You know what I would do if I got so much? I don't know what to do with
I'd
it.
be too fucking
I don't
tired.
know. I don't know nothing either. I'm glad they're pretty and energetic.
You know what I do? I go for a perfect year or a marathon run, and then after that, I'm kind of all assed out. I'm kind of tired.
Boston Dynamics wants their $74,500 Robo-Dog to seem lovable, rather than have it associated with scarier uses,
good, let's give it a gun.
contested
That
by
makes
police
fucking
bomb
sense.
squads and even the French military. As for the video, many viewers found the dancing spots creepily awesome.
Creepily awesome.
Okay, I want you to watch these reactions to it. They're suddenly getting into, oh, it's okay to have robots. Oh, aren't they cute? Creepily awesome. Huh, they're creepily awesome. Cringe, ha ha. The next one says, I'm just waiting for them to go on tour.
Just waiting for them to go on tour.
The tour's going to be to your house to take over your property.
And guess what? You're a fucking battery now, bitch.
That's right.
The 7 spots looked a little like the Rockettes, but instead of kicking up their legs, they were sticking out
Pop
their
Beauties
necks.
compared to stupid dogs.
Genie Mouse, CNN.
Snake dogs.
Okay.
I don't know what you call them.
My point is this. It looks all fun and games, doesn't it? Oh,
No, dude, we're going to die.
Isn't that great?
The world's fucking ended.
Yeah.
Once iRobot comes into play, we're all fucked.
Mm-hmm. And
I gotta be Will Smith with my robot arm. I'm gonna beat somebody's
Right.
beating up robot.
And then
shooting them.
And then we're just batteries. You're just exactly right.
And then I'm Neo.
So.
Oh, you're actually. You know what? I'm not Neo. I'm not the one. I'm battery. That's it.
Dude, you're not the one. You're a battery.
I'm a battery.
I'm sorry. I wish.
I'm a battery.
Right.
I'm one battery.
And I just tell you this. I'm going to go back to my thought here. We had a disagreement on. I don't know if you've come around my way. I think that the aliens will recognize other life and perhaps give us a break.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Well, we saw the starship across fucking Las Vegas, so it's
Right.
We're right now living in a very turbulent time, guys. Okay, we've got robots on the rise. We have motherships flying around the orbit of Earth. We are fucked, sir.
Right, and radio is fake.
And radio is fake. You heard it here, folks.
The only thing you can rely on
You
is
heard it here.
a good, smart dog to help take care of you.
And you know what? That's all you can rely on.
Yeah. So I'm on Team Alien. I want everyone to know that.
He wants to be a pet.
I don't want to be a pet. I
You
don't
will
want
be a pet.
I will. I'd rather be a pet than a robot.
You'd rather
No, a pet than a battery is what I meant to say.
That's fair.
And this isn't pet. This isn't Gilly. Okay. This is I know it. This is
slavery.
This is. Yeah, it could be slavery. It could
It's
be
technically
like
slavery.
It could be.
You're being
a
oppressed
mule.
by a
mule.
Yeah, you're a mule.
Mm-hmm.
Move that.
I'll be a work pet.
Thingamajig over there.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Because we don't have fingers like you do. Because we have scales.
Oh.
Because we're.
It broke.
What? What broke?
My gym pass.
Oh no! I guess you'll never go to the gym again. No. So, I hope everyone has a good 4th of July. I know everyone's going to watch Independence Day. Oh, listen to our new programs.
Welcome to Man Shopping with Stacy, the single mom's guide to happiness while dating in your 40s. On this show, I share my real, transparent dating and life stories for your amusement and inspiration. You can listen to my show right here every Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. on KCTK Radio, personality-driven radio.
It took me forever to find that. So sorry about that, folks.
You should be.
So have a great weekend. You don't have to work on a Friday or a Monday, do you?
I know. I'm pretty excited. A 4-day weekend.
What's your plan for it?
So tomorrow I'm gonna get my oil changed. My oil changed.
Wow, you got big plans. Okay.
Then I'm gonna mow.
Okay.
Go to the gym.
You're a mow. Okay. Now you can go to the gym. Your pass just broke.
No, that's okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll punch a hole in it.
All right.
I'll make it work. I'll make it work.
Okay.
And then I got a party I got to go to Sunday.
KCTK 4th of July party.
That's absolutely accurate.
Mhm.
I'm having lunch with my in-laws.
Oh God. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to my dad's to swim.
Mm-hmm.
Be a good time. It's gonna be a good, full, fun weekend.
Well, I hope you had the best of time.
I hope you have a good time.
Thank you. And I hope you had a good time listening to us on
Ruin your
KCTK Radio Week Review. We'll see you next time.
This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctkradio.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.